During the weekly wrap-up, the new intern suddenly switched the projector to my attendance record. The eyes of the CEO and the entire company locked onto me in an instant. The intern, Madison, tilted her chin up with a smug grin and slammed a stack of photos onto the mahogany conference table. Nate, I'm reporting her. She's been using the company's luxury vehicle to pick up her kid every single day. It's a blatant misuse of company assets for personal gain. I move for immediate termination. Nate's face turned as dark as a thundercloud. I looked at this ambitious intern with a flicker of genuine pity. She was so desperate to climb the ladder she hadn't noticed the rungs were made of glass. The company car she was referring to? That was my Rolls-Royce Cullinan, a $300,000 piece of machinery. For the sake of closing deals and keeping the firm's image afloat, I had let the company use it for free for 2 whole years. The silence in the room was absolute, the kind of heavy quiet that precedes a storm. The central AC was humming at a steady 68 degrees, but a chill crept into my bones that had nothing to do with the temperature. It was the coldness of human nature. In the photos, the black Cullinan gleamed under the streetlights, parked in front of an elite private preschool. The angles were sharp, intentional, capturing me leaning down to lift my daughter, her small arms around my neck with the last 4 digits of the license plate clearly visible. Madison leaned her hands on the table, her face, young and flushed with the misplaced zeal of a corporate crusader, burned with a self-righteous fire. She looked at me as if I were a common thief caught with my hand in the vault. Nate, according to the employee handbook, company vehicles are strictly for business use. As a senior executive, Ms. Mercer shouldn't just be setting an example. She should be the standard. Instead, she's turned our most expensive client-facing asset into her personal nanny cam on wheels. School runs, grocery trips, weekend getaways. It's all here. Her voice was crisp, echoing off the glass walls. She clicked to the next slide, revealing a detailed Excel spreadsheet. I've done the math. Between the commute and the school runs, she's putting an extra 25 miles on the odometer daily. Between the fuel consumption of a V12 and the depreciation, we're looking at thousands in hidden costs every month. And that's not even counting the billable hours she's stealing from the company driver. She turned to the head of the table, Nathaniel Cross. Nate was my college classmate. He was the founder of this firm. In the early days, when he couldn't even cover payroll, I was the one who dipped into my savings to keep the lights on. Later, when we needed to project an image of success to land the big fish, my 5-year-old BMW didn't cut it. Without a second thought, I brought in the Cullinan I'd bought myself as a 35th birthday present, a car I'd owned for less than a month. I told him back then, take it, use it. We need the clients to see we're already in their league. That temporary favor had lasted 2 years. I paid for the gas. I paid the insurance premiums. I covered the maintenance. Sometimes when the driver was overwhelmed, I even drove to JFK myself to pick up VIPs. Everyone in this building knew that car was mine, or at least they should have. But looking at Nate now, there was no defense in his eyes. His brow was furrowed, his fingers drumming rhythmically on the table, a nervous habit he had whenever he was weighing his own interests against someone else's. Diana, Nate finally spoke. His voice was low, coated in a professional coldness that felt like a slap. The evidence Madison provided, is it true? I stared at him, my heart skipping a beat. Is it true? 2 years ago, when he begged me for the car to save face, he said, Diana, I'm so sorry to ask this of you. As soon as we're in the black, I'll buy you a brand new one. 1 year ago, when the cash flow dried up, I used that car as collateral for a bridge loan so he could pay his staff. He told me then, Diana, this car is the company's lifeline. It's your badge of honor. And now, he was asking me if it was true. I scanned the room. George, the sales manager, had used that very car last week to pick up his mother-in-law from the hospital, bragging on Instagram about company perks. Now he kept his head down, intently studying his legal pad. Sarah from HR, who asked for the keys every other month for supplies but really just wanted to cruise with her boyfriend, was looking at me with a sneer as if I were a white-collar criminal. It turns out that in the face of profit, kindness isn't just cheap, it's invisible.